Alright, hey everyone. Alright, sorry I'm starting a little late. I had a bunch of tech problems. Lord, Steam would not start up. Lord. But for some reason it worked once my husband opened it, which is extremely infuriating because I was working on it for like seriously like 30 minutes, 45 minutes-ish, trying to get it to start. I've tried everything. I had to restart the computer. I had to restart the router. I was doing anything I could think of to get this thing to start, and it just would not start. And my husband just clicks on it and it works. Like, that's my luck. I don't know. It's like, you know how some people, like, they have like green thumbs for plants, and then like they say the other person, like, when they kill plants all the time, they say they like have a brown thumb or something like that. I have that, but for tech stuff. Like, if it can go wrong with a computer, it will go wrong while I'm trying to use it. Every time. So, that's why I'm starting a little late today. Thank you for everyone that's, stayed around, stuck around for all this. So, hopefully the game will start. I actually haven't tried starting the game. I only just got Steam to open up. Or, I didn't. Sam did, my husband. So, let's see how this goes. Worst case scenario, I can play Sims or something, because I've been thinking about streaming Sims lately, because it's like, that is the game I play all the time, and I've been playing Sims since, Lord, I had Sims 1. I'm not sure if it was when it first came out. I'm getting a little bit of something to drink here. But I've been playing for a really long time. Let's see. I think it was, I also spilled a bunch of water on my desktop, so everything's covered in water right now. It's been a very trying past 30 minutes. So, yeah, but like I was saying, I was thinking about streaming Sims soon instead of always streaming Dream Daddy, because I honestly don't play Dream Daddy unless I'm streaming it. I mean, I do like playing it. It feels weird to play it when I'm not streaming it, if that makes any sense, just because of, I don't know what this is. Just because, I don't know, it just does. So I was thinking maybe like starting playing Sims on here or something, because like I was saying, it's what I play like every day. And have been playing nearly every day since I got it when like I said, I was like, I don't know. I think I might have been 10, 11-ish, I think. Lord, it's been over 20 years. Oh, no it hasn't. God, I am so bad at math. If I got it when I was 9, then it has been 20 years, because I'm like 29 now, I think. After 25, you really don't care anymore, so let's go ahead and actually start playing the game. We've had a very trying 30 minutes. It'd be nice to just sit back, relax, and play a game for a little bit. If this doesn't start, I'm going to be so mad. Okay, it's kind of quiet there. Some relaxing music that makes me feel a little better. Let's see, continue. Wait, where were we?
Welcome. You've got
Yeah, that seems right. Let's see, where were we? I know we're trying to romance Robert in this one just because of my first choice was Damien, the goth dad. So I already did him. I already romanced this dad and unlocked him around Halloween. Yeah, because I thought that was oddly appropriate. So this one is Robert. We're going with him right now. And then I don't know who to go for next. I might do a poll or something. I think we're going to leave Brian for last. This one here, just because he irritates me so much. He's one of those one-upping parents, Like the ones that brag about their kids a little too much. And it just irritates me. Actually, I think we might do Joseph next just because he's apparently in, like, I haven't seen the cult ending, the one we're trying to aim for now, but like I've seen like pictures and stuff. Like, of course, like when you just Google on the internet, it comes up, and I think he's the cult leader, which seems really funny considering all the Bible references in his storyline. I also kind of go for him last just because honestly, I find him kind of boring. But I think it's just because of like he is the least in my interests, I guess what you're saying. Just, like, because he's like a sports dad, and I find sports really boring personally. So all the dates with him are like going out for a run, going exercising, going to play soccer and stuff like that, and I'm just like, it's kind of boring. But I do think it's fun to like go when you go on dates with him. You also learn more about like your own characters, like college days, because they were college friends. So I think it's fun. But speaking of him, let's go ahead and see you. See, hey dude, I've got the runs. Oh, I just got the thing. I've heard that. I'll head to the store and grab you a real chunky milkshake. Cherry licorice and a book of word jumbles to find it helpful in strenuous times such as these. It seems like those would not help that situation. Yeah, see? He gets it. That would probably make it worse. Okay, he can't have said that and been like, no one's gonna take it, like, to mean diarrhea. God. Dads. Man. I don't blame you. Sounds awful. I don't like going to the gym. I don't like it. Whenever I like exercise like for myself or whatever, I prefer to just like go out for a walk or something. I can't really like full on run because I have asthma, and so a lot of times running for more than like not that far can trigger my asthma, and next thing you know, I'll be like on the ground huffing and puffing trying to breathe. It's super fun. Super fun. Meat Hell Marathon. I love the reality shows in this game. They're all so funny. I also like. I think I would legit watch half the reality TV shows that they have made up for this game because some of these sound ridiculous and I love it. Oh crap! I think I played this and it was just dumb. Let's see. Oh, there's my name right there. But I don't think it's actually meant to be me. I can't remember what my name is. Oh, this is my name here in the game. My name is Asher in the game, but in real life, my name is Megan, obviously. I think that's funny. I'm not sure they did that intentionally somehow, because I don't know if I put my name in here anywhere. Oh, yeah, I forgot what our dad looked like. God, I love that hair. I wish I could pull off crazy colored hair, but I don't think I could pull it off. Alright.
Run that dad.
God, they're running so slow. I'm just gonna click like a mad woman over here. Oh, eggplants, yes. Just clicking ferociously over here. I feel like they're like running in slow motion. I don't know why. Maybe if I move the cursor further away? Yeah, I think that seems to be the trick. Or not. Okay, I really don't know how this game works. I'm literally just hitting my mouse over and over. Why is it not moving? What is going on? I don't understand what's going on here. God, tech problems, man. Okay, this seems to all be at random. Because I'm not doing anything different and he stops. Do I have to click on him? Yeah, this is not... See, I'm doing this and nothing's happening. Yeah, see, nothing has really changed. God. I'm having all kinds of tech problems today. Lord. I don't know why this is not working. Why is he not moving? Maybe it's right click? No, right click does nothing. Yeah, we're never gonna get this done if he doesn't start moving. See, I don't know why he's not moving. Nope, hitting the mouse harder doesn't work. Maybe I hit the little wheel on the mouse. Nope, doesn't do anything either. Okay, some of the buttons over here. I think there might be something stuck in my mouse. Because it clicks noticeably different on the left side than the right side right now. So I think something must have gotten stuck in there. That's the only thing I can think of. Because I remember, because I played this little end game before and it didn't take near this long. Because the little games in here are kind of like, you know, like a normal mini game in a game. There's really not much to it. Like I'm literally just clicking over and over again. Yeah, see, you can tell, you can probably hear the clicking. It's really not making a difference. I really don't know. I might have to Google this later or something. Well, I say that. I've done this before. I know how it works. It's just not working right now. Seems the only... Yeah, see? I'm doing the same thing. He's already slowing down. I don't know why. At this rate, we're never getting done with this. My arms are getting really tired doing this. Yeah, see, now he's just not doing anything. What is up with this? Is there a way to quit out? Because this is clearly busted. I don't think there is a way to quit out unless I quit the game entirely. I feel like I need to rename the stream. Like something about all the bugs. Like how many bugs can I encounter in one afternoon? Alright, now it's starting to work normal, it seems. Thank God. Maybe we can hurry and get through this so before it starts bugging out again. I don't know why I'm not doing anything. I'm literally not doing anything different. I have no idea why suddenly it's working. Thank God. My hand hurts so much right now from all this clicking. Oh God. I don't. S rank. Yeah, that's good. Ah, way to go.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Yeah, I don't want to do that again. That was awful. That was not fun. I do not want to do that again. Hi Asher, it's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see that you signed up for Dad Book. They've recently added this exciting messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself. Take care not to miss them. Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on Dad Book? Why, Asher, I never. We've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me with your amazing and talented, easy to buy things for daughter? Though, I am of course flattered. You should buy Amanda more things. Amanda, you know I didn't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait, no. Wow. I didn't say that. You never heard that. This is gold. I was a great student, I swear. I graduated top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables. Yeah, now the clicking's like not registering. That's weird. Actually, I'm gonna get the canned air and see if that helps. Cause it seems like there must be something stuck in my mouse because it's just not clicking correctly right now. God, that does not smell good. Yeah, something definitely seems to be wrong. Let's see if that helps. I might have to switch out my mouse or something. Because I have another one. I have, like my old one I use over there on my laptop. There. Alright. Okay, it looks like this mouse is messed up. Because I should have known, it was a really cheap one. I'm going to go ahead and just switch them out then. Because I have one right over there. So. Oh yeah, y'all get to see my lovely sweatpants today. I wasn't planning on getting up any, like from my chair, so I wasn't thinking y'all were gonna see my nice and lovely sweatpants. It looks like y'all get to see them after all. Lucky you! Okay, so now I need to plug in this new mouse. I swear, it's like this stream has just been one tech problem after another. My desk is a wreck, so that's not helping. Can't actually get to it to see where the thing's plugged in. Okay, it's this one. Maybe that's why the what's the thing called? The Steam wasn't working earlier, was because of the mouse wasn't working. Maybe that's why. There we go. The mouse all plugged in. You get to hear all of the trash on my desk rustling around. Alright, let's try this again. Put this mouse aside for now. Have my husband look at it later. Honestly, it was a really cheap mouse. It just came free with my keyboard, so I'm not super surprised it's not working anymore. So they are much better. Much better. Okay, cool. The sensitivity on this one's a lot higher. Okay. I might need to lower that. I'm not sure how to, though. Oh, okay. The little button. Alright, cool. Alright, so this is the dad that we're going after for this playthrough. He's called the Knife Dad, I think, which is terrifying. But he's also, like, I read a little bio or like little description of the game and the characters and stuff, and he is the oldest dad. He's the only one that like has like a little bit of gray hair and stuff. So I don't know. I thought it was interesting they actually, designated that he was the oldest one. I don't think we ever meet his kid. I think she's like, he or she is like, well, okay, I know it's a she. I think they must be like older and like have moved out or something like that. Because I know there's a way you not talk to her maybe. I know she comes up and she gets older, and so I've seen a picture of her, but I don't really remember much about it because it's like one tiny little blurb about it. So let's message him. Now, what I imagine is going to happen is he is not going to message us for several hours because he is not very active on the dad book, man. Yeah, see? I walk away from my computer because at this point I know he's not going to be messaging me back anytime soon. I mean, granted, I'm just as bad sometimes about my Instagram messages. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all cut up on work. The house is relatively clean, and maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. Okay, so the last time when we got this prompt, it's the only time they mentioned any kind of job your character has. And every time I play through this, I harp on this because it irks me that our characters doesn't seem to have a job, but yet still affords to have a house in a pretty nice little town. So it kind of bothers me a little. Now, granted, in the beginning of the game, you do find out that they're having to downsize a house. That's why they just moved into this place, and it's smaller than your old place. So you are downsizing. So that's something. We also learned that your significant other has passed away. So maybe they were the breadwinner, maybe? But it still doesn't explain how you're affording a house, period, anymore. I guess, I know technically in the long run, buying a house is cheaper than, like, paying rent. Because, like, I don't know. I'm trying to remember, like, the average, like, rent is higher than, like, the average mortgage or something. I don't know. Don't quote me on that because I don't really know. But I remember reading something about that where it was cheaper to buy a house than to, like, rent in some areas, especially my area because I live in Atlanta. So rent here is stupid high. But, like, maybe somewhere like for example, I was looking up apartments in my hometown just for giggles, and like the rent there is like a third of what I pay here, and I'm like drooling over like how big of an apartment I can get for like half the price is that what I pay here. And the only downside is that has to be my hometown. It's a very small town. There's like no one there, which is why the rent's so low. Okay, so we're going to try and bake a pie. Because we have this kind of free time. And because we have no job. I root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I would never be able to bake anything without a recipe. Like, there's this keto, like, Jell-O dessert thing that I really like making whenever I'm doing keto stuff. And I've made it, I don't know how many times, like hundreds of times. I make it a lot. Because it's like the only good keto dessert I know how to make. And it's pretty easy. I think it's like heavy cream and Jell-O mix and like one or two other things. I don't remember what they are. But no matter how many times I've made it, I still made sure I had the recipe out just because of my memory is not very good. And I'm not good at baking, cooking, or anything of that nature. So I know my strengths and my weaknesses, and I know that cooking is one of my weaknesses. I know I'm not good at it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust. Wow, fresh baked crust. You're going all out, man. I throw some cherries into the saucepan to make the filling. Normally, I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. My special twist on my grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. God, I can't remember what the secret ingredient is. I clicked more cherries last time. Because last time I was playing through as like pretending like I was myself, and honestly I think that doesn't really make sense. Salt. And then personally, I'm allergic to almonds, so I would not put almond extract in anything. Unless it's something I was not intending on eating, which, I mean, at that point, why are you even bothering baking? So I'm going to keep this one again. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. That's true. I'm trying to think, like, one of my favorite shots of, like, my miniatures and stuff I've taken was when I accidentally, like, was, like, nearly dropping my camera. I was taking shots outside in the woods, outside of my parents' place, and I can't really, like, I couldn't get low enough for the shot, and so I was having to, like, hold it really weird, the camera, and I was, like, nearly dropped it and like accidentally hit the shutter button, and it actually took a pretty good shot. So I was like, okay, you know, there'd be mistakes. It's not really the same thing, but it did make a mess when I fell because I was trying to catch the camera. Okay, I finally get that pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there for? 15 minutes? I'll just wing it. I have no idea if that's kind of long for a pie or not, because I've never baked a pie before, so I don't know. If any of y'all have baked a pie before, let me know if that was normal or not, because I have no idea. Let's see. I sit at the kitchen table and do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops, what smells like pie in here? Oh, it's pie, sweetie. Amanda darts over the oven and looks inside. Yes! Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? I'm yawning too much from the beginning of a stream like this. Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? I picked this one last time. They have some pretty fun banter. I was hoping to butter you up so that you would take me shopping later. Maybe buy me a new tool set. Classic role reversal. I respect that. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a cool rack and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig in before it's ready. What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just me taking artistic license to the cherry pie meaning. What cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly. You're currently right now trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncorrect egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? How does someone do that? Like, Wouldn't the shell break? And I don't know. Was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? I don't know enough about science to know if that's possible or what even happened. Sort of like when you mix what is it, bleach and ammonia? It makes something. I know, because I did that once by accident when I was cleaning bathrooms, because that was one of my chores when I was a kid. And I thought, oh, if I mix the bleach with this spray here that had ammonia in it, oh, it'll make it twice as fast to clean up. Cool. Yay, 9-year-old logic. It did not. It did not. I got very sick. Just eat the pie, Panda. I cut a few slices and we sit down to eat. Oh god, too much yawning. The cherry filling oozing out of the sides and the buttery crust glistens. I bet it really is oozing because I put extra cherries in it. No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right, this pie is pretty incredible, as it always is. I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the house down. God, I need to stop yawning so much, Lord. I put the like little Mio energy things in my water, so I feel like I shouldn't be yawning this much because it has caffeine in it, but it seems to not be working. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole. Dad, your sleeve is on fire. Ah! Run to the sink, put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. How did I just randomly catch on fire? How? I know the pie's hot or whatever, but how did I catch my sleeve on fire in the living room? It makes no sense. Amanda and I clean the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. Good, she's finally doing her homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one smells cat. The rest of the evening trickles by and we eat dinner and help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications. We both start getting ready for bed. Oh, this is when he finally messaged us back. I decided to check Dad book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. I hope he's okay. Why would I just assume he's not okay? He normally doesn't respond to me the same day of I send him a message. I turn out the lights and lie down. There we go. There he is. I'm starting to regret the name choice for our character. I really like that name, but like hearing it over and over in this game it just sounds weird to me. What is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. I walk over to it. Gosh, I can't stop yawning. Lord. When I notice what's happening on screen. Oh God. I look out my window and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. I open my door and try to figure out what's going on. Hey. Hey. Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping. Well, that's no fun. Come hang out. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little. Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realize that I'm in fact not wearing pants. I mean, I don't mind. Oh, he doesn't mind if we're wearing pants or not. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside. I feel like I should probably leave a note for my daughter, but whatever. I jump in the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Why don't you just sit on the receipts? It doesn't seem like that's going to mess up your pants or anything. Anyway, Robert suddenly starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac. You like Tom Waits? I have no idea who Tom Waits is. I'm just going to pretend like I do. Ha! There we go. Alright, so last time when I played this one through, I clicked that I didn't know who that was just because I didn't want to, like, come off as a poser or something. Because, I actually don't know who that is. But also, as we were mentioning before, that he did, like, he does have, like, a daughter or a child or something. So you can see, like, all these, like, little kitty stickers on his dashboard. But she is, I'm, like, 90% sure she's a bit older. Because he is supposed to be the oldest dad in the game. So he has the oldest child in the game. And they do make a point to say that his car is pretty old. Definitely, like, the dashboard looks pretty old. Okay, so he's not answering us when we ask him where we're going. That's always a good sign. The ominous music. Dark, mysterious stranger not telling us where they're taking us in their car. At night where no one knows where I am. That sounds super safe. Well, whatever I've gotten myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I sit on my seat and watch streetlights pass by. Gosh, I just can't stop yawning, Lord. Oh. This caffeine Mio is not doing anything. I didn't start yawning until after I started drinking this. I really don't think there's much caffeine in here. Yeah, caffeine is the 4th ingredient in here. I feel like this should be keeping me awake a little better than it is, but it's not. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired. Oh, I'm tired. As he always does. But there's something a bit more that I just can't place. Oh my god, I think it's because I'm talking about the yawning. Maybe it's the same thing as, like, when you see someone yawn and then you start yawning. Maybe it's because I keep talking about the yawning. I'm just going to ask if he's okay. Get some deep conversations going with this man. Oh, yes. Well, how can he expect me not to be nervous, seeming at least a little bit, just because of we are in a car at night with a stranger. Well, borderline stranger. I think we've gone on one date or something with him, but still, we don't know him. And then no one knows where I am. He won't tell me where we're going, and he's not talking, and he looks worried. That's a lot. That screams red flags to me. If someone could scream red flags, this would, you know what I mean. It's like bright neon red flags. I mean, I know it's going to be fine because I've played this through 3 times now. But still. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car and sit on the bed of his truck and pass the space next to him. Okay, no, okay. I am bad at reading aloud. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see entrance to a dense forest. I must have been driving for a long time because that city looks really far away. And I know from later dates, or not later dates, but I think it's the last date with Damien, or it's one of the dates with Joseph. There's a date with one of them where your daughter, Amanda, and you have walked to this bay area here, these boats are, from your house. Like a quick just running over there to get dinner or something. And so you know that's like really close to where you live, where you've been driving from, and you can tell it's pretty far. Like, you've been driving for a while. And I think this is the church where Joseph's the pastor. I mean, I was just assuming because it seems to be the only church there, but it's a pretty good sized church. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us, and as lights blink in the distance, off to the side, I can see the entrance to an... Oh, I already read this. I feel dumb now. I don't know how I didn't realize it sooner. Man, it's also gorgeous. This is where I come to masturbate. What? Rightfully reacting. I'm kidding. What's wrong with you? This is my little spot where I come to think. It's nice. You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective. I really want to know how long they were driving. Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight, and I suddenly realize what it is. It's called Knife Dad, so it's a knife. Yep. Okay. That makes sense for him to be worried about this, because like I said, all these other warning signs, there's a lot of red flags here. This does seem like a legitimate concern. Also, who whittles? Like, who does that? Yeah, because he's gonna be whittling. That's what okay. I forgot. Probably not everyone watching this has seen the previous playthroughs. But yeah, he's going to whittle some stuff. This is going to come into another little mini game in a minute, which I'm glad now that I've switched out the mouse. I have no idea what's wrong with the other one. I breathe a little audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was going to stab you just now? Yes. Hate to break you, but I did in fact bring you out here to harvest your organs. God. I can't remember which one I picked last time. Oh, I shouldn't have. He doesn't like it when I do weird things like this. Where I just like kind of like just be weird, essentially. I don't know how else to describe these weird tangents my character goes on. For years I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. 2 steps ahead of you all times. That's how I operate. Okay, that's surprising. Because the last few times I've done the one where the option where I go on my little weird little tangents like that, he doesn't like it at all. Which is weird because he's weird like that too. Makes weird little jokes that just seem to be aimed at making people uncomfortable. I'm going to warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell when you're kidding. He's difficult to tell. I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. I don't know why, but this scene always reminds me of Shrek. You know, the scene, I think it's from the first movie, where they talk about how ogres have layers like an onion. I don't know why, but this little exchange here always reminds me of that. God, I haven't seen Shrek in forever. Yeah, see, he gets it. Considering my grandpa, no, I've never whittled anything. Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first Social Security check. Asher, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you've even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time, and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground, perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up. The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is going to splinter. I wonder if that's true about whittling. Like, I wonder if that's an actual, like, legit tip for whittling. I don't know. Like our character Asher thought, who whittles? So, I don't think I'll ever get to figure out if that's true or not. Okay. Isn't the most important thing safety? No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my hands. Looking at his hands, they're calloused, covered in little scars. They're very nice hands. You can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs. That's dumb. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I did not like that.
That wood.
Wood. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, is this messing up too? There we go. Sharp stick. Ah, sharp stick. It's hard to get the bottom part. This popsicle stick. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. Tough guy accessory. I like that. It's like a wooden potato. Let's go with this one. Don't the Ouija board things have to have like a little hole in the center of it so you can see the like whatever number or letter or whatever it's on? I mean, I don't know. I've never actually used a Ouija board, so I don't know. But self-portrait. You made a masterpiece! It's a wiggly piece of wood. I like this one. I like this mini game. I think it's my favorite mini game out of all of them. I like the ambidextrous chopstick. Ooh, this is a big one. Yeah, that's what she said. Oh, it's like a swan? The meanest bird! Speaking of swans, I saw a, like an artist was like drawing animals based off their skeletal features, like the way we have dinosaurs depicted. It was very frightening looking, especially the swan. That was like a horse. Aw. Yeah. That's the name of her toy horse when she was a baby. I wish I could get more. I like that one. Rob and I sit in the silence for now, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what he's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. That sounds about right. While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. See, if this were really me, I would have fainted because I have faint side of blood. Yeah, for the longest time, my parents didn't believe me that I fainted outside of blood until like I had gotten a splinter in my fingers from taking photos at the railroad tracks or whatever for one of my friends' like senior portraits or whatever. And so my dad had to get some splinters out of my fingers. I couldn't get them because I knew I would faint outside of blood, so I need someone else to do it. And he didn't believe me, so he had me sitting like over near all his computers because my dad's a computer programmer, so he has a bunch of computers out. So I was sitting at his work desk, and he was picking it because I had quite a few splinters in my fingers. Actually, I had like quite a few, and so he's getting them all out. And I warned him, and he didn't believe me. And then I remember distinctly it was in this finger, and he pulled one out. And it was just a drop of blood, and that's like the last thing I remember. And I was on the floor. I passed out and hit my head on one of his computers, and I ripped the knee of my jeans I was wearing at the time too on one of his other computers because he had computers everywhere. And he like freaked out, was calling for my mom because she was in the next room over, and I think it was my mom who was like, I woke up like when I came to. I remember my mom laughing because she thought it was so funny that my dad didn't believe me that I would pass outside of blood because he just seemed genuinely surprised, even though this is something that has been happening for a while. But whatever. I don't know. That's just my fun passing out story, I guess. Not many people have funny ones. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. It took me a while to like feel better because I always feel kind of nauseous after I pass out. It happens enough. We see blood, you pass out. So, like it took me a while to feel well enough to go back out and take more photos that day because I had come home just to get the splinters taken out of my hand because I had so many of them and they were really starting to hurt. And I was legit worried about them starting to bleed while I was driving and I would pass out. So I had gone home so they could have it taken out and I get Band-Aids on it and stuff. Looking back on it, that probably wasn't like the smartest thing, but whatever. I was like 18, so. Robert is lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. See, I don't like it when it like gives me the little menu comes up for options for me to say, but there's only one option. Like, why bother? He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana and wraps it around my thumb. What a dude. Like, this is such a stereotypical, not angry dude, but like, the bad boy kind of thing, Have a red bandana, it's so weird. But like, bad boy like in Grease, the movie. Like, not really. He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut with surprising gentleness. He places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up. You okay? Yep, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure to keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little sexy. Guess I'm a real whittler now. Bet you are. Be careful, though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptids. Tons of them out here, So, the first stream... I think it was the first stream. Yeah, I think it was the first stream of this game. I had one of the people, like, in the chat look up what cryptids were, because I had no idea what they were. And apparently it just means... general supernatural creature is what it means. So it can be like anything that's a supernatural nature. This town is a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. I am super proud of myself for, I guess I pronounced that right. Sounded right to me. I'm going with it. I wish I were joking. I'm a skeptic myself, or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods we can't possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in the city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad. Granted, it seems like I haven't been here for more than like maybe a week. Well, I don't know. It's actually not clear how long I've been in this town. Actually, because I think it mentions that we moved from the house that we were in to our current house, but it's in the same town, just on the other side of town. But he acts so unfamiliar with the area that it makes me think that maybe it's like the next town over or something. Like, for example, like I grew up in Deesville, Millbrook, Alabama. It is two very small towns that when combined together make one almost town. It's so small. Granted, Millbrook is much bigger now than it was when I was like living there as a kid or whatever. Now we have like a whole stoplight. Ooh, ritzy. But when I was tripping over my words. But when I was a kid and living there, it was a very small town, and it was possible to like move from Deetsville to Millbrook and feel like you weren't really leaving the town. If that makes sense, right? Does that make sense? Because it was just they were both so small and so close together that they kind of felt like one whole town. Like to this day, I'm not entirely sure where the line is of where Deetsville ends and Millbrook begins and vice versa. I'm not really sure. Even though my family has lived there nearly my entire life. We bought the house there when I was like 4 or something. And my family still lives there. So, I don't know. And then also, Craig, I really hate that name, but one of the other dads in here we've known from college, and apparently we haven't even like spoken to each other even though we both live in the same town. I don't know, it just, a lot of things in this game don't quite add up, and that's one of them. That's one of the little things that just doesn't quite add up. So I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. I think that's his dog, I think. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pit... Oh, okay. It explains. But she's a big pit bull. Real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee anywhere she wants. It's all good stuff. Second day, I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods, probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning. It gets a little late and we set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. I can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, and nothing. Dead silent. That is super creepy. That's like red flag number 1 in a horror movie. When it happens, I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life right outside my tent. Me and Betsy go to investigate. We look around the clearing. No one's there. But there's this feeling. I'm not sure if I can quite describe it. You know, something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know I should be too. And then I see it in the distance. A man, but if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like, made it. It just looked wrong. Big arms, too big for its body, black eyes. It just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappeared. I hear one yell from Betsy. I turn around to check on her, and she's gone into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night, and I don't think I've slept since. Oh my god, that's terrible. It doesn't say, is Betsy okay? Did it say if you found the dog? They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights, nights like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. The howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl. Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right?
Really?
I was messing with you up until literally just now. Totally made up that camping story up. Okay, good. So the dog's fine. Okay, good. I was worried about the dog. I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away, I can barely make out the shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something? Do you see that? We should go. Robert and I slowly back away, get into the truck, and he turns off his headlights, and we make a slow crawl away back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that? The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage in the wildlife preserve? Yeah, that's a story we'll tell ourselves. We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city. Thanks for coming out. This was fun. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a wave lately. I've had to get out of the house. Had to be around somebody. You doing okay, man? Robert thanks for a second and lights another cigarette. Been doing a lot of thinking. He takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel more and more like I'm just drowning in this sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think. Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this. Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am. Oh, poor guy. I try to think of something to say. I remember all the times in my life when I've been sad. There was a great many of them. But there was always a light at the end of the tunnel. Something I held on to that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. I can't remember which one I picked. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be. Do you ever wish you were a better father? Think about it for a second. All the time. You can read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare you for raising a kid. There's so much stuff I regret or wish that I could have done better, but I don't have the answers, and I don't know if anyone does. It's funny. I look at you and your relationship with your daughter, and it seems perfect. Honestly, I feel like the relationship that we have with our daughter in this game is really more best friends than father-daughter. Just because of... I know I keep harping on it, but that night where she went out, after we found out she had not been doing her homework, even though she needs it for scholarship stuff for the college, for us to be able to afford for her to go to college, and she hasn't been doing it, and then she goes out, stays out hours past curfew, doesn't respond to our text messages or calls or anything, and doesn't let us know that she's going to be late coming in or anything. And then she's rude about it when she gets home. It's just... I would have been grounded for like the rest of my life if I had done that when I was a kid. Just saying. I stare out the window at a blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm a better father to my kids than my dad was to me. What did your father do? It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic. Don't think he ever once told me he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mom. It's getting deep, man. Do you hate him? No. I used to, but after I became a parent, I just kind of feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all the happiest moments of my life, they're all with Amanda and Alex. And he just wasn't there. I'm assuming Alex was our significant other that we had Amanda with. It hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that Belarusian prison. What? Turn and smile at him. No, he's retired in Florida with my mom. We go there every Christmas. Ha! Eggplant. Yes. We both break out into laughter, and he pats me on the shoulder. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. I'm about to close the passenger door. I realize I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him. You hold on to that. You never know when I might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. He's literally across the street. He doesn't really have to drive. Robert smirks and pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. Yeah, he must live in this house here. He gets out and waves. I tip down the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting. You know the Mothman is bullshit, right? Amanda, Lang. You know what, it's fine. I think about the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda. She stops. I love you. It's weird when you say it outright and sincere like that, but I love you too. Night. I chuckled to myself and finally decided to go to bed. Again. Day complete! Thought we did pretty good on that one. I don't know why we only got an A on that. Knife Dad. Achievement progress. It's been a long day. It's just about ready to pack it up after a few bites of ice cream from the freezer. I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound. Oh, I remember this part. I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. God, I don't remember what we did last time, and I don't remember how it worked out either. I just don't know what to do here. I know what she's crying about. So I know she eventually tells me. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What was her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. Can't remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, and I finally do. I still am thinking about Amanda. Hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, I hear her make a beeline for her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. Amanda sits down at the table across from me. So, I want to talk about what happened the other night. Amanda looks away. What were you so upset? What's going on? I told you I don't want to talk about it. Well, you've been giving me an attitude lately, and I'd like to know why. It's none of your business. What happened? Is it something I did? No, Dad, I can't. Can't you just drop it? Amanda, please talk to me. I feel like you're drifting away from me. And I'll tell you everything. I'm an adult now. You should treat me like one. Okay. Adults know to do their homework when they're depending on it for a scholarship. But whatever. Not going to touch that. Amanda, I'm only pressing this because I care about you and I want you to be okay. If you're not going to tell me, then fine. No matter how much you don't want me to care about your health and well-being, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm your dad. It's my job. That's all. If you ever decide you want to talk about it, I'm always here for you. I reach out and squeeze her hand. Always.
Oh, no.
Okay. Amanda gets up. I'm going to go now. Alright. I watch Amanda go in her room and close the door.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh, I got another message from Craig. What's this one? Oh, it's the Tea Party one. Okay. Hello, Amanda's dad. It's me, your friend Craig, who loves sports. Have nice and smart children who are good at computers. Oh man, great to hear from you, buddy. What's up? I'm still strong. Strong. I am strong. Ha, don't I know it. Say, I've been reading up about whey protein. You use all that, right? I figure it'll help me develop a bit more muscle. Yes, I know what that is. My children are having a tea party and they wanted to invite Amanda, but we can't find her on here. You're also invited. Physical invitation to follow. Cool. I'd love to come. I'll let Amanda know. Thank you, Amanda's dad. It's rude to ask people about the mysterious hand tattoos. So one of the things I read about the secret cult ending is that some of the members of the cult have tattoos about the cult, or the symbol of the cult tattooed on their hands. I think that might be what Robert's hand tattoo is. Coffee time. You know dads love coffee. Gonna brew myself something black as midnight on a moonless night. I'll put on a fresh pot and work on a few word jumbles. God, I really love these things. While I wait for it to brew. God, my character really loves these word jumbles. Hey, this one spells sorrow. Dad, ready for today? I'm ready for every day, sweetie. We're gonna tackle it head on. No, are you ready for the thing that we're gonna do today? The thing that you promised you do? Honey, I already told you that I'm not gonna throw away my Tom Clancy novels. They're just stacked in the living room. I keep bumping into and knocking them over. You don't even read them. Wait, no, that's not what we're here about. The tea party, Dad. Nope, I don't remember that. Craig's kids, that hand-drawn invitation. Amanda walks over to the refrigerator. Oh, there's the gods again. And comes back with a hand-drawn invitation with on a sheet of computer paper inviting Amanda and Amanda's dad to a tea party. They spelled cordially wrong. Just put on some going outside pants and let's get going. I can go outside in sweatpants and nothing's stopping me. Dad, just... I'll see you in a minute. Outside pants. I'm not going out in sweatpants. I'm just not. Hello, thank you for coming to our tea party. There's another yawn. I do my best, bow, and present my daughter, who thanks them with a curtsy. This way, please. Briar and Hazel lead us to a small table with tiny chairs. Some are occupied by stuffed animals, and Matt and his daughter, Carmencita, are here too. Matt raises a comically small teacup at me. Hey, dude. How's the tea? The imaginary tea is absolutely wonderful. It tastes a hint of lemongrass. Hello, Carmencita. Hello, Mr. Amanda's dad. Please, have a seat. I do sit down between Amanda and Matt. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this chair. Hi, everyone. Oh, Lord. God, I cannot stop yawning. What time is it? It's only 9:30. I turn to Daisy and Brian. I turn to see Daisy and Brian into the backyard and take a seat next to us. Sorry we're late. Daisy made me put on going outside pants. I know last time I hit let go just because I just did not want to have to open up a can of worms where I taught the Brian more. But yeah, no, I'm still going to do it. Whether home with friends or at high-pressure social functions, you can't beat the comfort of sweatpants. I'm currently wearing some right now, so I know what they're talking about. They are super comfy. My husband surprised me with a pair of like super cheap ones from Walmart, and they are the best thing ever. They are super comfortable and warm. And we're trying to save money on our power bill right now, so we have the heat down turned really low like as low as we can possibly handle it, and so it's usually pretty cold in here. Like I was wearing this, another shirt, and a sweater not too long ago. But I decided I wanted to not look ridiculous on stream. So I have on normal clothes. God, I don't know why I can't stop yawning. Thank you for all taking time out of your busy schedules for some high tea. Now if you'll put on your designated tiaras. I love the name Briar. I think that's so pretty. I think it's a really pretty name. There are little tiaras sitting on everyone's plate. Well, except for Brian's. His is a softball helmet? Oh, we ran out of tiaras. I don't think this is going to fit me, but I appreciate the thought. Dad, you're a royalty. Please act like it. Brian tries to balance the ill-fitting softball helmet on top of his head, but immediately tumbles off into the bushes. I'll get that later. Hey, everybody! Craig comes out with a teapot and a tray of sandwich cookies. Dad, is the tea ready? Yeah, it's been, steeping for a while now? Awesome! Would you girls like to serve your guests tea? No thank you. We very much appreciate our servants' help. Craig leans over to me. That's me. Craig places the teacups in front of us all and a single sandwich cookie. And a single sandwich cookie onto each of our plates. He pours some tea into my cup. Awfully fluorescent for tea. Am I saying that right? Fluorescent? Yeah, that sounds right. I clink my teacup with Matt's and takes a sip. Good lemonade. It's tea. Right, very good tea. I lean over to Amanda, who's happily enjoying her tea. So, what do we do at tea parties? We enjoy the splendor of our upper-class society, Father. She takes a dainty bite of her sandwich cookie. Marvelous. So, the meeting of princes has been called to order. Hear, hear! But I'm a warrior princess. I hunt and stuff, so I have to like a really cool sword. Can I be a space princess? I'll allow it. And I'll be Rockstar Princess. I'll also be Space Princess. Can there be more than one? Space is pretty big, don't you think? I'll change my mind. I want to be Space Princess too. Dad, what are you? Do I get to be a princess? Duh. Well, I guess it makes me... I picked History Channel Princess because of, like I said, my last playthrough, I was trying to like be as true to myself as possible. And History Channel Princess is like totes me. So I'm guessing I'm gonna go with considering how many computer problems I've had today, like the stream started late because of Steam wouldn't start. I had to restart the computer. And then the mouse messed up, and then the mini game in this game messed up. I'm gonna go with Hacker Princess. Just keeping with this theme here of tech stuff not working and me being terrible with computers. So this is picked out of irony. I surf the information superhighway on my cyber deck, hacking into mainframes, unleashing havoc on the megacorps of dystopian Metropolis. That's hard to say. I also rollerblade everywhere. I think I'll be landscaper and general contracting princess. Okay, that's so dumb. Okay, I don't know if that's just like the dumbest thing I ever heard, or it's just because Brian said it. You know? Like, you ever just have that one person where they irritate you so much that everything they say irritates you, even if it's not that bad? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Barista Princess, reporting for duty. Hey everyone, CrossFit Princess here. I actually know someone who has CrossFit Princess with a little princess emoji and the strong arms emoji as her bio on her Instagram. I wouldn't be surprised if I know more than one person that does that. Now, servant. If it weren't for the Princess Uprising, it would be you serving me. We sip tea for a little longer, then the girls run off to fight dinosaurs as space rockstar warrior princesses, I think. They grew up so fast. It was like yesterday that I was helping Amanda throw her own tea parties. Did she make you servant too? You betcha. Carmencita made me actually brew tea for hers. Fistfalls of owning a coffee shop. Pitfall. Your custom blends are amazing. The hibiscus one you gave me a while back was choice. Aw, thanks. I was trying to think, did I have tea parties as a kid? I really don't remember. I know for sure I had like a little toy tea party set that changed colors whenever you got cold water or hot water in it. I do distinctly remember those. But because of they couldn't be in the dishwasher, they made my mom nervous for us to like use them with actual liquids we would drink. So I think we just put warm water in them and pretended to drink them. It's really nice the girls are getting along. Yeah, I'm really glad we moved into this community. We are too. Amanda's been kind of a role model to them, you know. I haven't really even realized. I don't even know if Amanda does either. But I guess they're right. All the girls in the neighborhood do look up to her. She seems to go out of her way to play with them. I'm so proud of her. You better not proud dad cry at this tea party, Asher. I brought extra word jumbles if you want to kill some time while the girls play. God, what is with me and these word jumbles? The day rolls on, the girls get tuckered out. Amanda spends the whole day playing with them and taking their pictures, promising that she'll send them the best ones later. We all clean up and play and help put away the tea sets, tables, and then head out as Daisy and Carmencita fall asleep on their dad's shoulders. Aww. Take care, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye, hacker princess. You want dinner? Nah, I filled up on cookies. Me too. I'm tired. Dude, same. Playing with a bunch of little kids who all simultaneously want your attention and approval is surprisingly exhausting. But in a good way. But also in a kind of scary way. How so? I feel like I gotta be on my best behavior for them. I don't want to let them down. Is this because you still feel bad about dropping the F-bomb in front of your cousin that one time? I corrupted her, Dad. She secondhand smokes now. Well, those kids really look up to you. I'm glad they have you as a role model. Shucks, Pops. I ruffle Amanda's hair.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. No more little messages here. I think we only have one date left with him and then we're done with him. But I don't want to do that like right now, just because it's only 9:30. We can see that. Yeah, there it is. It's only 9:30. Granted, I know the last date lasts much longer than you would think. Like, it lasts about twice as long as a normal date on here. But still, yeah. I'm just reading my Snapchats right now. Several of my sorority sisters have had kids recently, and so my feed is like 90% baby pictures, and I'm loving it. Oh, new phone case, by the way. Shin-Chan. I love this show, but it's no longer on Netflix or Hulu anymore, and I'm really upset. Like, I'm having a hard time finding it online. I might have to like break down and buy the DVDs for it, because it's like one of my favorite shows to watch just mindlessly throughout the day, because I work from home, and so I am at home all day, and so I like having like a mindless show going like on, because I have two screens for my computer, and I like having something mindless to watch like on one screen while I'm working on the other or something. And I love Shin-Chan for that, but it's no longer on Netflix or Hulu or anything, which is very upsetting. And it's not on Crunchyroll either. I'm like, I don't see the point in having a subscription to Crunchyroll. So far, it's like nothing's really on there. It seems it's real annoying. But whatevs. But yeah, I'm just making sure the story that I posted that had the link to the stream actually made it through, because I just realized I never actually made sure it did. So I needed to make sure it actually went through and got posted. But yeah, because like I had to delete it for a bit because I was having so many tech problems and stuff. Like, I couldn't get the stream, kept going down and going up, and it was just, oh, it was a mess. And so, oh, and I never even posted on my other one. Oops. Oops. Yeah. I need to do that real quick. So, I am just going to do that super quick. Yeah, I forgot to post about the stream starting on my InMotion account. So I was gonna put like a quick like link in bio. Check out my stream. Watch me play as a dad. Oh my god, you know, kind of thing. Yep. Just gotta put. Here we go. Done. Let's see, what should we do now? I mean, I guess we can go ahead and go, because the only person I've not done any dates with at all is Brian. And so, like, I kind of want to do it just because he's the only one I haven't, like, done anything with. But, God, he irritates me so much. He's so annoying. But he's also the one I know the least about, because I've seen like clips and stuff of him, and him. And then I've played near all the dates with him, and I've done all the dates with him, and now we're nearly done with this one. And so it's like he's the only one I don't really know anything about, other than he's just massively annoying. But I don't know. Also, I found his kind of boring. Just like I said, because all the sports and stuff. Just because, like, personally, I think sports are extremely boring. I don't like it at all. So, the fact that he is the sports dad just kind of, I don't know. I don't really like it that much. I think he's really fun. I really like him. And then, he's alright. I think it's weird going out with my daughter's teacher. That is what gets me about him. Like, he's cool and everything, but it's dating my daughter's teacher that just kind of, like, you know, like, that doesn't seem like the best idea, you know? But, and then, you know, he's married, so that's just not bueno. But, and he's our friend from college, because that seems like that could be awkward. I say that, but I married my old friend from college, so I guess I really can't say anything. So, like, we started dating, like, pretty soon after I graduated. He graduated my husband graduated a year before me. Because he got it done in 4 years like a normal person. He didn't take an extra year like I did. Because I had 2 degrees. That's my defense. Whenever anyone says any, makes any comments about me taking 5 years to graduate, I just point out that I have 2 degrees and nearly had a 3rd one. Like, I was like 1 semester away from having a 3rd degree. But they would, like, there was some kind of weird technicality where, like, there was a chance I wasn't going to be able to get the degree if I actually took all the classes because I couldn't actually get 3 degrees at once or something. It was something weird. I don't remember what it was. It was dumb. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started again. Let's go ahead and do Brian. God, I'm regretting this already. He irritates me so much. He's such a one-upper, and he's just annoying. However, he has a really cute dog. So, he has that working for him, I guess. Man, I don't know how I feel about hanging out with Brian. Yeah, see? Oh, man, I don't know how I feel about hanging out with Brian more. But it seems like Daisy and Amanda got along really well. Maybe I should try to bite the bullet and hang out with Brian more for the sake of the kids. Why? Why am I feeling this way? My daughter's 18 and his daughter's like 10. They're not going to be friends. Why do I don't know. I don't know. I crack my knuckles and start typing. Hey, Brian. Great grabbing burgers with you at the cookout yesterday. We should get the kids together and hang out soon. I wait a couple minutes until ding comes from my computer and a message pops up on the screen. It's Brian. Let's see what he has to say. Hey, man. Oh, wow. Okay, keep on typing. Always love a good burg with a buddy. We should definitely hang out. What do you think about mini golf? We could bring the girls out and have ourselves a little friendly competition. Rock on, Brian. He signed his name. That's cute. God, it's gonna get competitive. Oh God, I'm already regretting decisions so much. Friendly competition? This is perfect. I know Amanda and I will crush Brian in mini golf. I've been taking her to mini golf courses since she was a little kid. And I'm proud to say she's almost better at it than I am. Asher's a lot more confident in his ability to do this than I am. Also, I probably shouldn't have committed my daughter to do something without asking her first. I'm a little out of practice, and I know my backswing leaves something to be desired, but I think I could keep it in the negatives. Perfect. Come on, kiddo. Let's do this. You ready for this? Oh, of course they have a pirate-themed mini golf there. Their town is called Maple Bay. It's a bay area. Of course it has pirate stuff. There's a pirate mini golf thing like a few miles from my apartment or something, and I'm like, this seems too far inland for this sort of thing. I've never gone, but I really want to. I'm not good at mini golf at all, but I do enjoy it. Why are you talking like that? Because this mini golf course is pirate themed? I just now realized that we are indeed standing on top of a giant pirate ship in the middle of a putt-putt course. Oh. Come on, pirate dad. Won't you talk like a pirate with me? Ahoy, scurvy? Avasti! I don't see pirates, only angles. That's dumb. There's no time for jokes. I'm gonna put Avast. Maybe I'm playful enough, it won't make me super competitive with Brian. I'll make Brian and Daisy walk the plank with my superior... Oh, yeah, that looks like that's not happening. I'll make them walk the plank with my superior golfing abilities. Doubloon? Come on, Dad. You told me this was going to be some friendly competition. Friendly competition is dad code for actual competition. I need to prepare my body, mind, and soul to defeat Brian on the field of this glorious battle. It's just mini golf. It's just mini golf. It's so much more than that. I kneel down and place a hand on Amanda's shoulder. I just want you to know that there's no pressure. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it too much. But we have to beat Brian at mini golf. Whatever happened to having fun? Oh, we will have fun when we beat them. Amanda gives me a side eye, but before I can side eye her back, I spot Brian and Daisy. Ahoy there, mateys! Ahoy! Brian walks up with Daisy in tow. It looks like they already rented us some golf clubs for our mini golf excursion. Total power move. Why didn't I think of that? I don't know why you're complaining. I think that means they've already paid for it. So you get free mini golf, dude. Like, chill. Alright, first mate. I hear there's buried treasure in these waters. You gonna help me plunder it? Oh, Amanda, I don't think this is a real pirate ship. I think it's just to play putt-putt on. Amanda gives Daisy a look. Aye, Captain. Daisy winks at Amanda. Oh, look at those two. They're two peas in a pod. We don't honestly think they're being like best friends or something, right? Because she's like 10 or 11 or something, and she's 18. At most, this is going to be a nice steady babysitting gig for my daughter. So, you excited to get some mini golf in? Oh, you know it. You a gambling man? Okay. This is interesting. Let's see. I know when to hold them. Depends on what's on the table. What do I get if I win? Oh, I'm just going to go this one. Brian blushes. He's clearly a little uncomfortable. How about the loser buys drinks tonight? Alright. How about we make it a bit more interesting? I'm listening. The loser has to mow the winter's lawn this weekend. That's such a dad thing. Well, my yard's pretty big. Are you prepared to take that on? I think you should be a little more concerned about how you're going to maneuver around my hedges. It's highly technical work and not for the faint of heart. Don't think I'll need to worry about that. I'm very good at mini golf, you know. Oh yeah, hole in one every time. Don't oversell yourself, man. What I said is not a true thing, but it already came out of my mouth, so I have to stand by it. I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. Brian and I eye each other up and down. May the best dad win. Brian and I shake hands, lock eyes. It's about to go down. Everything about this is a bad decision. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, I'm getting really good at this. I spoke too soon. I spoke way too soon. God dang it, I am really bad at this. Just like real mini golf. God dang, I don't think there is a way to win this one. There is no way to win this one. Gosh, this is really annoying. Gosh, dang it. Okay, yeah, I'm just really bad at this, apparently. I like the voice that says you lost your ball, though. Yes! I got one! Amanda pulls me aside while Brian and Daisy start walking to the next hole. Yeah, you having a good time? I'm having a great time. I'm having a fantastic time trying to destroy Brian underfoot. I just asked because your eye is twitching. No, it's not. From the left, I twitch. Amanda raises her eyebrow. You're out here to have fun, remember? It's just a game. You're right, it's just a game. A game with extremely high stakes that we are currently losing. Dad. Please, Amanda, please nail this next hole for me. I need help now more than ever. If it's really that important to you, sure. Amanda walks over, tees up for the particularly hard windmill hole. Gripping her club, she winds up and launches the ball into the parking lot. She looks me right in the eye and does an exaggerated shrug. Oops. I disagree with her actions, but I appreciate her acts of youthful defiance. She walks over and pats me on the back. That was for your own good. Love you, kiddo. Oh, gosh, more. I will say that I think this is one of my favorite of the, like, little mini games. I'm not good at it, though. Wait, where's the hole? Oh, just barely missed it. It's like I said bong that time. Oh, dang it, just barely missed. Oh, this is a nice skull themed one. Oh, okay. That just went wildly out of... Okay. Oh, this one looks nuts, man. Okay, that got closer than I expected. Oh, this is a fun one, too. Where's it supposed to go? Okay. That worked out really badly. I feel like I shouldn't have gotten an A for that one. I think that was a bad one, but whatever. Not gonna question it. I try to maintain an air of professionalism while there are children present, but I can feel the crushing weight of the four dads before me casting a disappointed look upon my broken frame. I have failed you, fathers. For that I am sorry. Man, that was some good shooting there, Asher. I fought valiantly, and my only regret was being bested. I have lost at putt-putt. Mini golf is beneath me. That I'm not taking that one as a douche thing to say, I feel like. I'll go with this one. Normally I'd be really excited about getting eggplants on a date, but not with this one. Because he still irritates me. Well, I say that, but so far this mini golf one has been my favorite mini game. I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't mind doing that one again. So I'm not mad. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm not mad I went on the date with Brian. But whatever. I'll remember this day, Brian, and someday when I finally defeat you, you'll think of this moment too. The moment I decided your fate. The moment I decided that you must be destroyed. Brian and I eyeball each other, electricity shooting between us. Daisy, did you have a good time? Yo ho ho, I did. We haven't even found the buried treasure yet. I think we need to apply for a permit to dig around here. I can take Daisy home so we can get the city paperwork started for digging. You two can enjoy your night. Sounds like a plan. Asher, are you cool with that? Sure. Just don't get yourselves into too much trouble. Can do. I'll make sure we get into a perfectly reasonable amount of trouble. Amanda and Daisy skip away, yelling about buried treasure. Bless that kid's tiny rebellious heart. Well, guess we should hit the bar now. There's actually a tiki bar attached to this place. How about that? Sounds like a plan. Guess I'm spending more time with Brian, which I'm not jazzed about, considering I just completely blew it on our putt-putt course. Okay, Dad, you can do this. You just gotta drown your sorrows in some tropical loser drink and get out of here. Also, don't I have to mow his lawn? Brian and I walk into the Freaky Tiki, a kitschy island-themed bar. Palm trees adorn the walls, several fake parrots are strewn about, ukulele music plays softly in the background. Brian and I approach the bamboo bar. 2 pineapples of hospitality, please. The bartender whips up 2 rum drinks inside of hollowed out pineapples. That sounds really wasteful. He sets them on fire. That sounds neat. We have to blow them out before we can drink them. I usually just like to, I don't know, drink my drinks. If you don't want yours, I'll take it. And best me again? I think not. Take a sip of my pineapple of hospitality. Sorrow tastes fruity. My lawn care needs are very particular. I hope you're up for the challenge. Oh, don't worry. I'll bring my own salt to promote healthy growth in a sustainable environment. Oh, come on now, Asher. I'm just having a little fun with you. I grumble and sip more of my fruity sorrow drink. Fine, fine. You got me on this one. While I sip more of my drink, I notice TV in the corner. Hey, Extreme Makeover Deck Edition is on. I love this show. Always made me want to own a deck. I hate this show. Why? It's so clearly fake. Well, yeah, it's reality TV. Who cares? I care. I'm a general contractor. I work with decks all the time. There's no way they're renovating those decks in a matter of 2 days. It's impossible. That's a 3-week job, minimum. So you want them to cover those 3 weeks extensively in every episode? It can't be that interesting to watch a bunch of dudes slave over a deck for that long. Nobody would watch it. I don't like any of these home improvement shows. I want to watch stuff that's real. Like Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. God, I always stumble over the name of that one just because like that's so long and weird. I have terrible news for you, Asher. No, not them too. That's the awful truth. Not the ghosts though. Those are real. Trucks just don't have emergency escape buttons. God, my brain is like not here. I've been lied to for so long. We both chuckle and sip on our pineapples. So wait, you're a general contractor? Sure am. Actually helped plan the cul-de-sac we live in. Wow, nice work. Yeah, kind of took over the footsteps of my old man. Also, he planned the cul-de-sac we live in. For those of you who haven't seen like more of the streams I've been doing with this game. None of the houses look quite the same in the cul-de-sac. They're all very different. Like for instance, Joseph lives in this nice big 2-story white house. It's all like, I don't know, something out of a country living magazine or something. And then Damien lives in like this gothic manor thing. And then Robert's house, I can't remember what his looks like, but it looks nothing like ours either. And ours is a very general, boring house. I don't know if he had a part with that, if he had a hand in that part of the building of the cul-de-sac, but if he did, he's dumb. Oh, he was a general contractor too? The best. He was practically built half of this town with his bare hands. It's weird how you spend your whole life trying to not become your father, then you wake up one day and there you are. But I get to work with my hands, and it pays more than enough to take care of my daughter, so it's an absolute dream job for me at least. Oh, that's impressive. Building said that's always been my weak point as a dad, and I've been okay with that until now. Now I must defeat him. I do have that patio furniture that I haven't put together, still sitting in the garage. Okay, maybe I should cool it with dad competition. Yes, please cool it. Gotta keep it light though. Tell one of your classic jokes. Talk about his daughter. Stare him down unblinking. That sounds creepy. Jokes. So, a 3-legged dog walks into a bar. And he goes up to the bartender and says, I'm looking for the man who shot my leg. Is that how it goes? Nope, but I refuse to admit it. Yes, it's one of those anti-jokes. It's very avant-garde, don't you think? Oh, it's supposed to not be funny? Sure. Take a long sip of my drink. See, we can keep things friendly here. This is perfectly pleasant. I could do this all night. Because I feel an innate need to impress Brian and prove I'm better than him, obviously. That's the only reason, I think. Let's keep it moving. Ask about his dog, complain about kids these days, compliment his beard. He has a super cute corgi. So I'm going to talk about his dog. Yes. He's a corgi. How can you not remember? I'm trying to get him to show pictures of his cute dog. I think I might need a visual reminder to jog my memory. If you happen to have any pictures of said dog, maybe on your phone. Brian laughs. Asher, if you want to see pictures of Maxwell, you could have just asked. Show me the goods, then. Brian pulls out his phone and flips through an entire album of dog pictures. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. What a good boy. I look around the room and take in all the kitschy decor, looking for something else to comment on. There's a gigantic fish hanging above Brian and I. I gesture to it. Cool fish. It's definitely fake. What, really? Everything in here is fake. That palm tree over there is just a ficus with plastic coconuts glued to it. I look over. He's right. But I almost caught something like that fish once. Mine was bigger, though. Of course it was. Oh, really? Yep, I went on a trip to Hawaii maybe a decade ago. We were out on the sea for 3 days, catching fish, drinking beer, you know, guy stuff. We had a hot plate on the boat so we could sear the fish right after we caught it. Throw a little bit of salt and lemon on there. Oh, man, that's some of the best food I've ever had. That sounds miserable. It actually sounds amazing. Well, it was the last day. Everyone had gone to bed already. But I was out there watching the stars, had my line out too, and then all of a sudden it starts running. So I jump on the reel before it rips out of the rod rack and start fighting with the thing. I'm out there for maybe an hour. Can't call out to my shipmates. It's man against nature. Finally, I'm starting to tucker the guy out. I get him up the surface and finally get a sight of it. The biggest marlin I've ever seen. Hemingway-esque. I get it into the boat single-handedly. And you know what happens next? What happens next? The thing smacks me in the face with its tail, knocks me out. I wake up the next morning on the deck. The fish is gone. Never felt dumber. So it got away? I think there's another version of me that would have spent the rest of my life trying to catch that fish, Captain Arab style. I'm sure Daisy would be supportive. Oh man, fishing's the life. Haven't been lately though. You go fishing? Actually, I have a confession to make. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I having this inexplicable urge to be vulnerable with him? I can't tell him I'm terrible at fishing. I lean in close. None of these sound good. I personally have never actually been fishing. I don't think I feel like it's not something you're good at or you're bad at. Really, I think it's just luck, you know? I don't think I can't imagine there's much of a difference between these. I'm just gonna pick one. Oh, I hope there's not a fishing date. That'd be awful. Yep, looks like we're going fishing. Crap. Come on, I'll be a blast. I know the perfect little fishing spot. I'll bring some beers. We can sit back, relax, reel in some trout. We'll bring the kids with us. Come on, you know you want to. No, I do not. I do not want to. I do not want to do this. Yes, maybe we'll see who will catch the most fish, so I can get you mowing my lawn. You can try to beat me, but you can't call me Asher, good at catching fish Andrews for nothing. I'm spinning web of lies that I fear will one day consume me. Sounds like it'll be a scrap. What? Brian and I finish our drinks and head outside. Till next time? Nah. This is a great opportunity for friendship. I'm real excited. Kiss my bass, Brian. I'm sorry, the tuna only one gets me. Apparently he likes it too. And also for catching more fish than Brian. You're krilling me with these puns, Asher. I love puns so much. If you go on my Instagram account, the Meg Joy, it's just Instagram.com/MegJoy. I have the link down below. And I have, like, whenever I post pictures, I like using puns as much as I possibly can because I love them and they're perfect. And then occasionally on there I'll have like caption contests for people to like caption my photos and stuff. And I almost always just go with whichever one has the best pun because I love it. Mullet Oliver will come around to the fish-related dad jokes in no time. Brian extends his hand and gives me a friendly but firm handshake. I see that competitive fire in his eyes. This is going to be a whole thing, isn't it? Once Brian takes over babysitting duties, Amanda walks home with me. She immediately plops down on the couch and flips on the TV. So how was your hang with Brian? It was okay. Oh yeah, he seems like a neat dude. I think so. I don't know. Guy loves a good competition. But then again, apparently so do I. What did you and Daisy end up doing? Oh, we hunted for treasure for a bit, but Daisy was really adamant about not digging without a permit, so we just watched some documentary about theoretical physics. I put her to bed and then sat around eating Brian's food. Don't tell him I said that. That's standard babysitting protocol, I believe. I really like hanging out with Daisy. She's super mature for her age. Yeah, Brian says she has a hard time relating to other kids. She kind of reminds me of you at that age. Although she doesn't bite people as much as you did. Can't believe I'm finally the cool older kid. Feels good. You want to hang out with Brian again? That's the thing. He wants to go fishing with me. Oh. I told him that I was an amazing fisherman. You hate fishing. I know. Kind of panicking. I'm sure I'll be fine. All you have to do is wake up at the crack of dawn, sit silently in a boat on a lake for hours on end with no promise of tangible reward, your only companion being the fear and doubt you harbor deep within your heart. Fishing's fun. You'll remind yourself as the world darkens around you and you wonder if it's really you staring back at yourself in the lake's reflection or simply just the abyss. Yeah, laugh it up, Amanda. You're coming with us. Is it my constitutional right to outright refuse this order? Daisy's coming too. Well, I bet I could convince Brian to bring his dog. Fine, sold. I'm in. Alright, I'm bushed. Is that a phrase? Is that something someone says? That sounds weird. I'm gonna call it a night. Don't stay up too late, okay? You got it, Pops.
You know what? Let me mow your lawn this weekend. Welcome.
Okay, so
Dads.
the achievement for Brian is Soft Boy. That's weird. See, hey, are you up to anything tonight? Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk. Oh, I like this one. And we're wondering if you care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I ran out of distress party paper. Whoa. Can I see Damien Hugo's chat? Wait, why can I see Hugo Damien? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door any minute now. I gotta destroy his computer. Asher, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? Oh, God. You can run Darix, boot and nuke from startup flash drive, but once you've done it, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. Your Torms were well versed in information security. Asher, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see art. The little town that my university was in, the University of Montevallo, was in the town, Montevallo. And they have an art walk every year, maybe twice a year now even. And I love it. I went every chance I got while I was in college and they were doing them. And then I've gone, I think, twice after I've graduated. I wish I could go more, but I lived in Illinois, like 16 hours away-ish. Maybe a little shorter than that, but it usually take me about 16 hours to get back to Alabama. And it was just, I couldn't really make it to the other art walks after that. So I've only gone to like one or two since I've graduated. And they're always like on inconvenient days. It's like the one day I have a doctor's appointment, that's when the art walk is. The one day when, you know, I have something else planned with my family, that's when the art walk is. You know? So I know they were supposed to have one on Halloween this year, but I think it got rescheduled because of like weather. Because I know in Alabama, or at least in the part of Alabama where I'm from, they had really bad weather on Halloween, and they were talking about like having like somehow the town rescheduling Halloween or something weird like that. They ended up all being fine, I think, but I know the art walk got rescheduled. It got rescheduled to sometime in November, but I could have made it, but I didn't know it got rescheduled until like the day before, and so I couldn't go. I was really bummed. I mean, it's still a pretty far drive. It's still like a 3-hour drive to get there, but I do really like the art walk. I enjoy it. Damien Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I wish we could have had a monthly art walk in Montevallo. That would have been so cool. But the art walk's like, for the size of the size of the town of Montevallo, for how big the art walk was, it just seemed disproportionate. Like, the town is really small, but the art walk seemed like pretty big. I guess because it's a kind of artsy school. University of Montevallo. It's the only liberal arts college in Alabama. Yeah, I think it's the only one. It's either the only one. Yeah, it's the only one. Yeah, it's the only one. Had to think about that for a second. And like, just to give you an example of how artsy my school was, we didn't have football teams or anything. So for homecoming every year, we battle out in musical theater. Yes, the school breaks off into two teams, gold side and purple side, and each side makes a original musical play thing, and there's like a thing of judges, and they judge them every year to see which side has the best one. Right now, gold side's been on a winning streak lately. I think purple side's only won like once while I was in school or something, which is a bummer because I was purple side. You know, go PD. And each side had their own mascot. Purple side was cows. So if I ever do a video tour of like my office, you'll see I have little stuffed cows and stuff in here. That's why. And then gold side had lions. It was always very confusing because like my sorority, our mascot was a lion too, and so I had lion stuffed animals in my dorm room because of that. And people was like, "Oh, you're gold side then." It's like, no, just because of my sorority. I don't know. It's not a big of a deal, but in college, those things are a big deal, and so I don't know. Anyway, back to this. Okay, I already read that. Okay, I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere. I feel just a little uncomfortable standing around among these fancy art people. Asher? I turn around. It's Joseph. Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge appreciatist? God, I keep yawning. Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too? Yep. Admittedly, a little out of my depth here. Thank God, I thought I was going to be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know. Thank God. Yep. Actually, I get double points. Because when I say it... Yep. Actually, I get double points when I say it since I'm a minister. The points you get into heaven, that's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys? I look around, spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have arrived at the gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve. Oh God, he's so weird. I love it. Evening, friends. Who's ready for some art? You know I am. I have no idea what I'm in for. Art is dead and nothing is real. God, that's a lot of very different answers here. You know I love looking at paintings that are in frames and also paintings that aren't in frames. Art is good and stuff. Well put, Asher.
Hey.
All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like art now. I've got the table in my sights. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go help myself to some tiny wines. So what's this first place? This particular artist specializes in landscape paintings of various locales within the American Northeast. I look at the art. It is rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all these landscapes look like butts to you guys? Tammy Hugo lean in, examine the paintings in earnest. It would appear as if you were correct. Valid assessment, Asher. Hey, this art stuff's pretty easy. So there is a big difference between the art walks here and the art walks I've been to. All the art walks I've been to, because it's not just the ones in my old university town, but I've been to some other ones. But they're always like booths, like artists set up booths outside, like on the main street of like a small town or something. And like they close off the street for cars and people just walk around. I've never actually been to an art walk where they just gone inside of buildings. That seems like that would be easier because they're always having to close down the art walks for weather. Sometimes the butts are more symbolic, sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes the art is about butts they don't draw. Interesting. Joseph returns to our group with tiny cheese and wine. What'd I miss? Butts. Shame. Cheese is nice though. Shall we visit the next place? We really weren't there that long. We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of, I'm not even sure, hang on the walls. Oh, geez. See, the paintings that like look in the picture, they're like the kind you see like in a hospital or a hotel. What am I looking at here?
Hey.
This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? Stare at the paintings, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's a metaphor for the human condition. It reminds me of my childhood. It represents strife. It's a butt. I don't remember which one I picked last time. I'm just gonna go with butt.
Ah.
While a valid assessment, I feel like the artist is trying to make a different statement. Probably how much he likes butts. You are a servant of the Lord. I don't know why, but that response really gets me. I don't know why. We're all God's creatures, even butts.
Oh.
Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents the sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitalization. Wow, how'd you figure that out?
Oh.
That's why it says on the placard. Oh,
Oh.
let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery, sampling more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by, what's the word? Realism? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. Psh, I could do that. Excuse me?
What?
Hugo, not here.
Ah.
No, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo, fuming right next to him. You said you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one.
Not angry.
Art is the truest expression of self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. That response reminds me of that meme with Patrick Star from SpongeBob SquarePants. God, my words are bad today. Anyway, the one where he's like, he raises his hand and he's like, or no, maybe it's not that one. Which one is it where it's like, you're so and so? It's Zoidberg. That's the one I'm thinking of. God, got my weird pinkish cartoon characters mixed up. I feel dumb now. Zoidberg was like, your so-and-so's bad, so you should feel bad. I'm kind of imagining that, but with like your art. Yourself is bad, so you're bad or whatever. I don't know. I'm getting tired, as you can tell. I feel silly for not remembering that was Zoidberg and not Patrick Star, because not only did I watch a lot of SpongeBob growing up, like a ridiculous amount, like I probably can still sing the Goofy Goober song by memory. But I like love Futurama. That's like my husband and I's like favorite show to watch together. However, my memory is awful, and so like I can like listen to a song on repeat for hours and still not remember any words to it. So, because I should be surprised. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien's holding him back at this point. Friend, he's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry, I just love art very much. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know that would ease the mood? Is it cheese? Nope.
Ah.
It's wine and cheese.
Ah.
Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which is thankfully grounded in realism is actually wine and cheese. We get one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up to it? Is it going to be any weirder than this art?
Oh.
It is absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it. Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to the performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us. So, quick question. Shoot. What is happening? I second this question.
Hey.
Performance art. What does it mean?
Oh.
Again, I pose the same very question to you, Mr. Andrews. I'm gonna go with butts. I want to keep going with this butt theme. I think it's funny. What do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other art form, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art as... yeah, that word. That's beautiful, Damien. So, what you're saying is, if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art as long as I, like, really mean it. Damien... sorry. God. Damien fixes him with a hard stare. I was gonna start making fart noises, but based on that look from your face, that joke isn't gonna play well with this crowd. Wise. We watch the rest of the performers as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Phew. Think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together. We make our way back into the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and cheese sloshing around our stomachs. I think we learned a lot tonight. Not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, but I've learned tonight that if you put a bunch of tiny wine and cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. The Chinese cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the Chinese cheese. That's so hard to say. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. There, God. Wax wings too close to the sun. Cheese wings? That would melt the sun too. I feel like it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. Nice. Okay, whatever. Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes, but I'm not very good. But it's a nice way to pass the time. I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, lunchers. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses, mostly boats. He really likes the ocean and that kind of stuff. That's like his shtick. Really?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of long history of religious imagery and artwork. What? Boats are cool. What about you, Asher? Okay, so I actually am technically like a food photographer, I guess. That's how a lot of my stuff gets categorized. So I kind of want to pick this one just because that's the closest to my actual in-life stuff. But that's what I think. That's what I picked last time. So I'm gonna pick something different. Next one that's the closest to me would be this one. But this one just seems like that's going more in line with the butt joke theme, and I want to pick this one. Art is a money-making business. I know what sells. We finally get to the cul-de-sac. Alright, boys. Good art. Good art. Agreed. See you guys around? Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. Ahead inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Alright, that was fun. Alright, let's see what time it is. I do not have time, I don't think, for the last date with Robert. So, because I don't remember how long, because I did the last date with him, and it took a really long time. But yeah, I didn't. Oh, what the heck? I'm gonna go ahead and do the last date. You know what they say about third day? You know what they say about third days? They get pretty serious. You might not have time to browse dad book for a while. Are you ready? I'll have to get more water in a minute. Haven't spoken to Robert since the night we drove out to his thinking spot. He seemed unusually somber then. Like, more so than usual amount of somber that Robert is, which is already a lot. I've been thinking about him and hope he's doing okay, but I've been a little reluctant to reach out to him. Asher. Hey, Asher. Guess who's getting their drink on tonight? I take a look at my dad book messages. There's a flurry of them from Robert. Well, that's nice. He's messaging us first this time. Yes, it's you. Also me, but mostly you. Not that I'm unappreciative, but I think this is the first time that Robert's given me more than an hour's warning before hanging out. Yeah. Amanda pops her head into the hallway, music I don't recognize blaring from her room. What's up? I'm hanging out with Robert again later tonight. Okay, cool. Robert, who is my friend? I have friends. I'm happy for you, Dad. People enjoy my company, Amanda. Dad, I'm so happy for your continued development as a human being. What are you listening to? Sad shit. Amanda, language. What would Grandma think? I'm gonna go with this. Sad stuff, sweetie. Holy stuff, lay off me, Dad. Amanda goes in her room and turns up the volume on her sad stuff. I put on my going out coat and walk over to Jim and Kim's. I spot Robert leaning against the brick wall, smoking a cigarette. As I get closer, I realize that he looks a little different. Cleaner, I guess. It actually seems like he combed his hair and his clothes are less wrinkled than usual. Hey. You take a shower just for me? I'm working on my relationship with existence. We both stand there for a second and don't say anything. Robert finishes his cigarette and abruptly goes inside. I follow him. By the time I get inside, Robert's already at the bar ordering 2 whiskeys. I spot a booth at the back and claim it for us. Robert slides in and hands me a glass. And move it to us. Here's to us, all the property damage and petty larceny that we may commit tonight. Yes. We clink whiskeys and I watch him sip his, rather than his traditional approach of slamming the whiskey back as quickly as possible. So what's planned for tonight? Hit some other bars, maybe grab some pizza. I think it will kill some time before we go burn down that old abandoned house in the woods. It's definitely not as fun if it's abandoned. Mary. Mary pops over to the back of the booth, glass of wine in her hand. She punches Robert in the shoulder. Where was my phone call? Sorry, figured you'd be busy sinking your teeth into some poor sap. I am. He's right here. Look around the booth and see a guy sitting across from her. He waves meekly. You replacing me with a new kid? Mary, I could never replace you, whether I wanted to or not. Mary leaves her booth and slides in next to Robert. The guy she was sitting with looks mildly relieved. He eyes Robert's clean, pressed clothes up and down suspiciously. What, do you got a court date coming up? I think this is the funniest. But I think this might be a little more of the romantic thing. And so that might be more of what an angle I need to go with for the last date. I don't know. Also, with how deep and emotional he's been, this might not be a good way to go. Or neither this. I'm going to go with this one. I think he cleans up nicely. Oh, shoot. Seriously, though, what's up with you? Robert stares down at his drink. No, I can't. Okay. I was going to see if I could just, load it and start over again. But I don't think I can. Oh, I can't. Okay. Let's see. Alright. I feel like this is technically cheating, but I don't care. I can't remember, did this get me hearts or not? Oh well. It didn't give me little dust balls, so. Yeah, it got me hearts. Good. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, now I'm just going to click through these until I have to make the other option. There we go. There we go. Alright. He would have had his shave first. Ah, there we go! Eggplants, yes! Seriously though, what's up with you? Robert stares down his drink, suddenly looking serious. It's Pappy. Doctor says it's... I have no idea. Oh, cirrhosis of the liver. I told that old bag of bones to quit it with the sauce, but it's all he's ever known, especially since Ma's gone. That's why I invited you out tonight. Just didn't want to be alone. Oh, come on. Asher, don't be an a-hole. You know the one thing Robert doesn't joke around about is his pappy. Whoops. They're giving him 2 months. I gotta help him straighten out his affairs. Robert, I'm so sorry. Robert takes a long look at his whiskey, eyeing it in the dim glow of the bar's lights. I look at his life and I look at mine. I know history is going to be doomed to repeat itself. Okay, if you're upset about your grandfather or your dad, like, dying of cirrhosis of the liver from drinking too much, meeting up at a bar is probably not going to make you feel better. I'm just saying. A text message from my mom. Seems a little late for her. Oh. My mom and I are both obsessed with a show called Fresh Off the Boat, about like an Asian family living in Florida in the 90s, and she's texting me about, apparently she just started season 4 of the show, and she's texting me that one little kid's voices changed, and she wanted to know if I noticed too. Like, yeah, of course I noticed. Yeah. But yeah, my mom and I watch that show. I love it. It's so good. I know it's based off like the memoirs of the guy, but from what I've read about the book, it's like way different from the show. Apparently, like in the memoirs, like his parents were abusive and stuff, and unlike the show where like they're a huge loving family. So I'm like, I don't need to read the book if it's that different from the show, because I love the show. So I want something like the show, nothing like it. So anyway, I text her back that yeah, I did notice that the kid's voice changed. I look at, okay, I already read that one. Oh my god. I'm just kidding. He's retired with his new girlfriend in Acapulco. They watch the sunset every night. Ooh. Wait, aren't rabbits the ones that screw a lot? Sorry, I didn't realize you were expert on which animals screw a lot. Please stop saying the word screw. Robert finishes his drink and slides it away from him. He gets up out of the booth. Me and Asher are going to go hit the bricks. You coming with? Mary casts one last glance at the sad sap she's been hunting and downs the rest of her wine in one gulp. This place is dead anyways. I feel like Mary should be with us on our last date, but whatever. We exit the bar and find the typically empty street filled with a small crowd of people. At the front is a guy with a really deliberate attitude and a bad posture. He carries a lantern as he shines up his face for dramatic effect. What's going on? Looks like it's one of those walking ghost tours. They do it in this part of town all the time. I've always wanted to do one of those. You know all these tours are fake, right? Okay. I've also always wanted to go on one of those ghost walk tour things. It's just every time they've had them, it's been like really cold outside, and I am a wimp when it comes to cold. Like, yeah. So, I've never gone on one, but I really want to. I really do. There's one, of course, there's probably more than just one, but I know of one in Atlanta. And then there's one in the downtown area of Lawrenceville. They have during like Christmas time. But I feel like that one's not going to be as good. I feel like the Atlanta one would be really good just because, you know, it's such a big town with a lot of history. So I feel like it'd be really good. Pretty much all my stories are fake. This is my research. Robert makes a beeline towards the back of the group. He turns around when he notices that I'm not following him. Come on. We can't just crash it, can we? Don't be such a square, Asher. Act like you belong. Robert sidles up to the tour group. I lugged it if we fall and step behind him. Well, here goes nothing. Hey, this is, it was in this place in 1694 that the most infamous witch trials were held. This guy is also the really depressing DJ from Our Date with Joseph. Yeah, this guy does a lot of stuff. To date, we do not know if the people burned at the stake were actually witches, but it is widely reported that their ghosts still haunt the hapless dive bar to this very day. It was actually 1692. What? And the site was was over by the coffee shop down the road. Oh, I'm sorry. Who are you? I'm Daniel Miscurigis, ghost and historian. And this is my colleague, Dr. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. All right. I'm going to go with 90s reference. Oh, hearts. Dr. Prescott, paranormal investigator extraordinaire. We're touring America's most haunted locations as research for our new book. You may have seen our guest cameo in Paranormal House Hunters Extreme Edition. Another one of these fake shows that I would totally watch in real life. A couple people in the group start nodding. Man, Robert's good at this. Are you guys part of this group? I don't remember seeing you at the first stop. You'll have to keep a low profile. Easier to catch ghosts that way. They've definitely been here. Been staying next to them the whole time. Thank you, random lady who I do not know. As I was saying, the epicenter of paranormal activity can be found at the Coffee Spoon over there. The man who runs it has been plagued by hauntings since he signed the lease. Damn near driven him mad. But whatever you want to say is cool. I guess it's your tour. Man, I didn't know that about Matt. Hey, it's not true. Silly Asher. Wait, Robert's making this up. The rest of the tour group listens intently to Robert's every word. I think the tour guide can tell that he's losing the group. He seems to be getting flustered. Thank you for your I am not good at words. Thank you for your contribution and knowledge, Mr. Miscurigis. Let's move on to the next haunted location. Robert, Mary, and I follow the group down the street. That tour guide's shirt is cool. Yeah, everyone in this group gets one if you make it to the final location. I turn to Robert and grab him by the shoulder. I need that t-shirt. Well, guess we're in this for the long haul then. Just follow my lead, don't arouse too much suspicion, and we'll have cool ghost shirts in no time. I would love, I love doing things like for the free t-shirt or whatever, God. Most of the stuff was in college, they always had it with a blood drive, which I couldn't do because I was anemic. But other things, I'm trying to think what the last one was. We had sporting events. You got a free T-shirt because not a lot of people showed up at our sporting events in my college. And then my sorority did a lot of T-shirt stuff. They weren't free though; they had to pay for those. But it was kind of like a badge of honor. I really liked it. I don't know where my sorority T-shirts went though. Our group arrives in an old decrepit, is that how you say that? That doesn't sound right. Colonial style house. A quick pause in the tour. My name is Quinn, but most people on the Ghost Tour circuit call me Tour Master Quinn. I'm a DJ, trivia master, and part-time actor. I do private ghost hunting events, birthday parties, MC bar mitzvahs, and perform traditional vaudevillian mime work. Wow, he's a jack of all trades, master of none, it seems. Tour Master Quinn gives out headshots to all of us. His resume's on the back. Stage combat experience. Anyway, here's a little bit of history for you all. This was the home of our noted American author, Dorothy Pembridge, whose prose were widely popular in the late 19th century. It was in the attic of this very home where she wrote some such classics as The Diaries of the Victorian Mistress, Lady Fitzwilliam's Courtship, and The Ghost of Sea Captain Reginald Berkeley. She unfortunately died of consumption shortly after the turn of the century, but several people have reported on some nights you can see the lights from the attic where the ghost of Miss Pembridge continues to work on her latest bestseller. I guess you could say she was consumed by her work. No reaction from the crowd. This guy needs to work on his dad jokes. Actually, consumption is a popular cover story. Little known fact is it was a murder-suicide. I'm pretty sure she died of consumption. Sure. And we definitely didn't hire Stanley Kubrick to elaborate fake the moon landing. That's the watered-down, censored version they teach you in school. But if you can't handle the real story, I understand. It's not for the faint of heart. Can we... I think everyone would much rather hear what this world-renowned ghost historian has to say. Right, everyone? The group murmurs in agreement. This is a topic we cover extensively in our book. Dr. Prescott would care to tell the story? Rip something highbrow. Go with something I know. Rely on amazing improv comedy skills. I'm gonna go with this one. In the 19th century, Dorothy Dandridge was credited for protecting New York City from potentially world-ending paranormal forces. Despite her success, her ragtag group of ghost hunters were disbanded by government officials. However, after learning that the ghost of Vigo, was taken on interest in her son, she and her ghost-busting friends launched a mission to defeat the ghost and once again save New York City. Hey, isn't that the plot to... Nope, it's not. Yes, eggplants. I don't know what movie he's talking about. If anyone knows what movie he's talking about, please type it in chat, because I actually don't know. Or if you think of it later, you can message it to me on Instagram. Tour guide sees as an opportunity to take back the group and addresses us with some razzle dazzle. Haha, what an interesting story. Now, I just want everyone to know that the next location is extremely terrifying. If anyone thinks they can't handle it, please feel free to excuse themselves. Alright, I'm bored. Mary turns to the young guy looking at his phone and taps him on the shoulder. Hey kid, fancy buying a gal a drink? The guy looks up at her and smiles. Only if the bar is haunted. Honey, I can show you the most haunted place in town. I think I could exorcise your demons, if that's what you're looking for. Don't write checks your dick can't cash, kid. His eyes go wide. Mary salutes me and Robert. She suddenly pulls him into a hug and murmurs into his ear. When you've known Robert for as long as I have, you know when something's wrong. Keep an eye on for me tonight, okay? Sure, Mary. Good man. Mary pats me on the back and pulls away. She takes the guy's hand and leads him down the street. Take it sleazy, fellas. God help that poor soul. Mary or the kid? Both? Alright, I'm going to see if I can save the progress. Okay. So I'm going to save it. Just in case. Our last stop, this burial ground, is such a hotbed of horrifying paranormal activity that I'm not even sure where to begin. There's the wailing ghost of the Wharf Man, the vampire of Maple Bay, the children of the moonlight. What about the Dover ghost? By this point, the tour guide is clearly irritated with us. What about it? Oh, nothing. I just think it would be a crime to come all this way to this cemetery, the actual origin of the New England's most notorious paranormal entities, and not even mention the infamous Dover ghost. That's not a real thing. That is absolutely not a real thing. I think someone needs to brush up on their paranormal history. I know tons about paranormal history. I know every ghost story in this area. I can guarantee you there's one you don't know. Robert looks over at me and smiles. Would you folks care to hear the tale of how Prescott and I met? No. The entire group shushes the tour guide. Okay, fine, tell the story. Well, it was a dark and stormy night. I wasn't always a paranormal investigator. Way back when, I was just a Bible salesman, traveling grifter, carnival barker. Okay, so I know in a storyline or whatever, Robert and Joseph have a fling or something, and so I'm not sure if Bible salesman is the way to go because of that, or it's the worst option because of that. I don't know. I'm gonna go with grifter though. Yes, that was the right answer. Yes. Moving from town to town, always looking for my next mark. It wasn't an easy life, but I had fun. Taking from the rich, giving to the poor, actually also taking from the poor. I had a shaky moral foundation. I happened upon the quiet town of Maple Bay, quite by accident, but little did I know that the city has a dark side. Now, about the same time, I was just starting out as an apprentice to a rather famous ghost hunter who was an old family friend of mine. I carried the equipment, operated the EVP machine, all that. Wait. Yes. Who was this famous ghost hunter? Oh, well, I don't like to name drop, but... Georgia Mathers? Tour group gasps. It's hard to say. Georgia Mathers. She's a legend. You know her? Knew her. Amazing woman. died mysteriously. Miss you, Georgie. Anyway, we were in Maple Bay basking some reports of strange lights and sounds coming from the cemetery late at night. Now, we had been warned by the old crypt keeper this place was highly dangerous, but Georgia was never one to shy away from an adventure. We camped out in the center of the cemetery for 3 nights straight. We endured your so-called wailing watchman, wailing ghosts of the wharfman. Whatever, your stupid vampire was just a teenager in a mask, but the Dover ghost man, tell him, Prescott. So there I was, walking back to my table after a long day of selling Bibles, reading a couple short cons, running the duck. Okay, no. I'm getting really sniffly. Classic pigeon drop scam, putting out feelers for a real deal. I was going to steal a baby at probably, I don't know, would have made me rich. I found someone walking past this very cemetery. Now, I was never a very superstitious man. Something seemed off. I could hear some sort of commotion happening deep within the graveyard, and I felt compelled to investigate. And thank God you did. George and I were conducting a seance in the mausoleum. At first, things were pretty normal, but after about an hour, everything went south. Playing back the EVP monitor, we were able to hear a single word. Run. The air suddenly went cold. Something was very, very wrong. I just knew we weren't alone. We started to hear this faint, distinct scraping noise, like something been dragging across the ground. It got louder and louder until it was deafening. Some kind of demented howl? And then I felt it. Something grabbed my ankle. Robert has the whole crowd hook, line, and sinker. You could hear the pin drop. I've only cried twice in my life. Once at the birth of my daughter. The other was when that thing started dragging me. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to go blow my nose real quick. I'm just really sniffly. So, hate to leave you at this moment for a second, but I'm back in just a second. So you got to see my sweatpants again. Alright. I hate having like all of my hair underneath my earphones, or the ear part of my headphones. So I like taking some of the hair out like this. There, it's much more comfortable. Alright. I wasn't sure where it was taking me, but I knew it was no place I wanted to go. I was sure I was going to die. The moment I crossed the gate into the cemetery, I heard the god-awful screeching. I ran into the mausoleum just in time to see a man being pulled across the floor by God. To this day, the mere thought of it ties my stomach into knots. It looked like a man, but like... I glanced at Robert. Like someone who didn't know what a man was supposed to look like tried to put one together. The arms were too long, the eyes glowed red. It was like a walking shadow. What do I do? What any good person would do. I lunged for... Shoot. What was his fake name again? Ooh, I forgot. Oh, God. I don't remember what his fake name was. I don't remember. Okay, I'm going to save it real quick. And just pick one. Okay, good. Yes! Yes, I picked the right one. Alright. I grabbed his hand and entered a tug of war with the unholiest of forces. I thought I was going to be torn in half, but I had God on my side. The pocket Bible I always kept on me fell out of my shirt pocket, and to this day I can remember what passage it opened up to. Okay, that's not real. Does it matter? Blessed is he that readeth, and that they hear the words of this prophecy, I don't know. I'm not. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm gonna pretend like I can say these words, and keep those things which are written here therein, for the time is at hand. I have no idea where Robert pulled that verse from. With a horrifying growl, the entity finally relented. Daniel and I collapsed into the ground, exhausted. We were both covered in blood. Ew, gross. That creature crawled onto my chest and got me real good. Or clawed onto my chest and got me real good. Had to get 16 stitches. Robert pulls down the collar of her shirt to reveal a long, wicked scar across his pecs. And that's how I got the scar. I followed George and Mathers to the end of the earth. We faced exorcism, demons, poltergeists that threw our equipment across the room, but I've never seen Georgia so scared. She was never the same after that, and neither was I. Watching what happened to Daniel and Georgia shook my faith, but I came out of that experience a better man and a better friend. We've been brothers ever since. The tour group gives us a round of applause as Robert and I share an emotional hug. As he embraces me, I can smell the cologne on his neck. Wow, Robert does clean up good. I find myself lingering a little too long on the hug. The tour guide seems to have bought it. Even he's wiping a tear from his eyes. Thank you. It's an honor to be able to share our story. Be sure to watch out for our book. Bro's Guide to the Hottest Ghosts. I Saw a Demon. The Shocking True Story of Seeing a Demon. Paranormal Excursions of the Supernatural. Ice Road Ghost Truckers. I'll go this one. Robert has to suppress a laugh at that one. Well, I think you both definitely earned your t-shirts. Torga hands us the coveted t-shirts, then he slips us both his business card and he leans in close. If you guys ever in need of a professional actor, balloon, animal artist, Elvis impersonator, or nude model, oh gross, please don't hesitate to contact me. You got it, buddy. After a couple of tourists take selfies with us, we split away from the group and walk home. That was incredible. I really can't believe they bought all that. I didn't know you had it in you, Asher. Excuse me, Dr. Prescott. That bit about the pocket Bible was aces, although giving the Denver ghost glowing red eyes was a little cliche. And the Kubrick's conspiracy theory bit wasn't. All a part of the character. Well, got the shirts out of it. We arrive in front of Robert's house. Want to have a drink? Yeah, that sounds a good answer. Robert, how long have you known me for? Do you really think I would turn down opportunity to share a fine alcoholic beverage with my treasured friend and accomplice, Mr. Robert Small? If you ever call me Bobbert again, I will kick you right in the shins, both of them. And you can expect an angry phone call of my orthopedist in the morning. Bobbert. Robert just laughs and starts unlocking his door. But she has lived to die another day. Robert leads me inside. I can't help but think about what Mary said to me. Robert did seem a little bit off, but completely disappeared when we were joking around with the tour ghost. Ghost tour. God. I don't know. He's hard to read. While I'm thinking, I hear claws scattering across the floor. Oh God, it's this pit bull. I'm about to be torn to shreds. Shut my eyes, tight and brace for impact. Betsy, hey, be nice. I don't feel anything, but tiny paws scratching at my shoes. Open my eyes. Betsy? Robert's dog jumps away from me, running around in circles, sniffing Robert's leg, and he pats her on the head. Hey, that's not a pit bull. That's the cutest, dumbest Boston Terrier we've ever seen. Betsy, you're not a pit bull? You weren't taken by a Denver ghost? Betsy's made of tougher stuff than that. Ain't you, girl? Betsy rolls over for some well-deserved belly rubs. I just keep a picture of a large pit bull in my wallet in case of emergencies. Comedic emergencies. We make our way to Robert's living room for a quiet man with arguably the oldest pickup truck that can be legally driven. His place is amazing. There are sleek modern appliances throughout the room with big flat screen TV mounted on the wall. He has shelves upon shelves of DVDs. Guess he wasn't lying about being really into cinema. He pours us both glasses of whiskey from a well-stocked bar in the corner while Betsy curls up on a pile of cushions. Okay, so the bar's not in the corner. It's clearly right here behind the couch in the middle of the room. But whatever. So how'd you really get that scar? And don't tell me it was fishing for Alaskan ski crabs in the Bering Sea or something you trained me too well. Robert laughs and takes a sip of his drink. My daughter and I were riding our bikes. We hit a rock and flew over the handlebars. We both went to the hospital. That's it. Not a very interesting story. I've never heard you talk about your daughter. Well, I have one. That's her. He points to a picture on the wall of a very serious little girl with dark eyes. Yep, that's definitely Robert's daughter. How old is she? 25? 26? Not too sure. Does she live around here? No. Val lives back home in Brooklyn. Works at some new media online magazine thing. Makes buckets, though. He suddenly seems really serious. I probably shouldn't press him about it. You like Santana? Sure. Robert puts on Santana and takes a seat on the couch next to me. He suddenly downs his drink in one gulp. Hey, are you alright? Robert leans in and kisses me. Ooh. Taste the whiskey burning my lips. I'm surprised at first, but slowly relax into his arms. He pulls away slightly, his lips barely brushing against my mouth. I am now. Can't say anything. At best, managing a sigh. Robert leans in again, kissing me harder. He pulls my bottom lip between his teeth, bites lightly. Oh, Lord. Hmm. I know at some point we're supposed to see his daughter. Because I've seen pictures of her. Oh crap, I didn't read the last one. Oh crap. Alright. Looks like I'm cheating again. Crap, I don't know where the last save was. Let's just keep going. Wait, did you just thank him? Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna load the last one then. I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, because that did not go well. I feel like that's cheating, but oh well. Oh crap, I did the wrong one again. How did I do that? I was clicking too fast. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, I know I'm clicking even faster, but okay, so I accidentally clicked no, I didn't like Santana. That's what it was. Okay, things are getting hot and heavy. Okay, push it. There we go. Okay, listen, I want this as badly as you do, but I know something's wrong. I need to make sure that you're okay. Robert stares at the ground. You don't know me that well, Asher. I'm not a good person. Takes a deep breath. I spent my whole life only taking and taking and taking, and now here I am, an old broken man sitting on top of a pile of everything I've ever taken alone. But I want to know you. You don't have to keep hiding behind fake stories and acting like you don't have any feelings. He sighs heavily. It's Val. She's visiting tomorrow. She wants to patch things up. Are you, I'm sorry, but is this a bit? No. When was the last time you saw her? 3, 4, I think, months? Years. I sit up straight. Jesus, Robert, what happened between you two? I don't want to talk about it. Robert and I sit in silence, neither of us wanting to look at each other, both of us unsure of what to do next. Fine. Things were already bad between us. I cared about her. I always did. Things just got in the way, and before I knew, she was leaving for college, wanting nothing to do with me. Marilyn and I moved out here to settle down. We thought it would help to get away from all the distractions, all the money, the drinking. But temptations gets to you. I tried to be better, but I just couldn't. And then the accident changed everything. I think every day about how she must have died hating me. I never became the better man that she wanted me to be, the one she always saw in me. This is really sad. She was the last thread Val and I had connecting us together. I didn't know that when I lost my wife, I was going to lose my daughter too. Robert, I spent so much time chasing after things I thought were going to make me happy, and I ruined the only chance at happiness. Now my wife is dead, and my daughter hates me. And then I convinced myself that this, he gestures vaguely in my direction, was going to make me happy. Why do I try anymore? I'm so sorry. I know how hard it is to... No, you don't. How could you possibly know how this feels? You did everything right. Your daughter loves you. You're a good person. I was a terrible husband and an even worse father. I have no idea why she's been bothering to contact me now. I know I'm just going to mess it up, like I always do. I'm broken. I shouldn't even go. Robert puts his head in his hands. Oh, poor guy. Tell me what he wants to hear, what he needs to hear, walk away. I'm going to go with needs to hear. Yep. Nothing is going to change until you do. Robert pauses and looks at me. Personally, with all, I guess the stuff with his dad was wrong. Okay, never mind. There are a lot of things in my life that I regret, that I wish I could take back or do over, and it hurts so much to know that I can't. But what I can do, and what you have the privilege of doing tomorrow morning, is to wake up and try to be a better person than you were the day before. Things aren't going to fix themselves tomorrow or the next day, and patching things up with Val isn't going to solve all your problems either. But nothing is going to change if you don't, and you can't love anyone else until you stop hating yourself. And you're right, I don't know you that well, but you have the same capacity for good that we all have, and I know you can find it. Val is giving you a chance. Don't waste it. But, Robert, listen to me. It's going to be okay. But I lean over and embrace Robert, pulling him in as tight as I can. He buries his head in my shoulder, hugging me back. It's going to be okay. I place a hand on the back of his head and stroke his hair. He shudders and then sobs, and I realize he's crying. Thank you. We stay there for a while, holding each other. We'll eventually drift off to sleep. Day complete. I wonder what score I would have gotten a day if I didn't reload it twice. Or no, 3 times. How many times did I reload it? That was probably cheating. Tip number 80, don't pirate games. Okay, off to a good start. Something fishy. Rats. What? No! You asking me questions. Sorry, sweetie. It's the feds. I'm good with that. That life of crime is finally catching up to you. I try to send them in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the U.S. government. Well, if they think they're going to take me alive, they got another thing coming. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yep, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special. Just want you to get a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but Dad, I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaws drops. No way. I figured you probably won't be able to get cable in your dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. This is all 19 seasons. I think that's probably the first time I've said the name of this reality TV show correctly the first try. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. What? I told you not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that entire mission and You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable, down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind, with the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. Listen, kid, you're going to need some real-life skills out there if you're going to make it out on the streets. I'm going to college. Same thing. Look, I know you're not old enough to drink, right? And I know you're smart enough not to drink until you're legal age. But hypothetically, if you were to drink, it's behoove you to drink a glass of water between rounds. Okay, got it. Hypothetically, and if you wake up with a headache, all you gotta do is take a jar of pickles and drink the pickle juice? You're gonna be fine. What's going on here? Girl talk? Mary turns back to Amanda. Now, let me tell you about how to deal with bad roommate. First thing to know, you get straight A's if they die during the semester. Mary, relax. It's a myth. Supposedly. Against my better judgment, I leave him be. I don't think I recognize that girl on the snack table. I should go say hello. Hi, I don't think we've met. Oh, we've met years ago. And I'm here for my revenge. You're Robert's kid, aren't you? Spot on. Guess that makes you Asher, huh? Yep, it's nice to meet you. I'm glad Robert brought you along. He promised there would be free food, so that's kind of hard to pass up. And look, I don't know you, but I can tell you're a real... Look, I don't know you, but I can tell... God, I am so bad at words. Look, I don't know you, but can I get real with you for a sec? There, I finally did it. My old man's a real closed book, you know. Me and him, we got a long way to go. You don't erase decades of neglect in a week, but you sure can get tired of staying angry about it. That kind of bitterness, it poisons you, I think. I'm too young for that. Anyway, Lily, he's been better, a lot better, and between him shaving for once and how much he talks about you, I get the feeling you have something to do with it. So, thanks. Robert means a lot to me. I'm glad he's getting better. Just keep an eye on while I'm not around, okay? Or else. What? I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know why I'm like this. I think it runs in the family. Amanda trots up to the conversation. Hey, I love your necklace. And your hair. And just, geez, your whole vibe is cool. Thanks. I like your jacket. My girlfriend collects pins too. Oh, this is my daughter Amanda. Amanda, this is Robert's daughter Val. Nice meeting you. I heard you're a photographer. Inspiring photographer. I'm going to school for it. You take pictures? Well, that's what a photographer is. Yes. Then you're a photographer. Welcome to the biz. Val hands Amanda a business card. If you're ever looking for internships, shoot me an email. Anyway, I need to go make friends with that woman over there who's dual-wielding wine glasses. Catch you later. Val walks away. She's so cool. She gave me her business card. She touched my hand. Congrats. You just networked for the first time. I'm a regular business lady now. Quarterly projections, stock market, synergy. While you're making a fortune as a businesswoman, I gotta keep this party going. Catch you around, Pops. Asher. Brian, you made it. Ha, don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let them bait you. Don't let them bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, do they never learn his name? Hey, Brian's daughter. See? How's that feel? This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro. Bro. It's a real rager, taking her older age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild. Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Me too, dude. Brian and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all the ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Brian ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. No one will believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon. Yeah?
Hey.
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you're settling into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep. Couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We've got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime? Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up with me with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Asher. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money would really help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey, congratulations on graduating. I know you're going to do great things at art school. Haha, yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold any power over me.
Hey.
You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you a detention. Yeah, I'm going to break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Oh.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop at the first place, so she'll fit into college just fine. Hey, man. Matt, let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of grateful banana bread for you. In the beginning of the game, I think that's the one we named for him. I don't know, because you get to pick a bunch of different names, and I can't remember which one we picked this playthrough. But I think that's the one we named. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending this invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Thanks for coming by. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Hey, thanks for the party. You really didn't have to. I ruffle a hair. Anything for my panda. Amanda looks around, looks down her shoes and sighs. What's wrong? Amanda takes a deep breath. I'm scared, Dad. How am I going to make it through college if I can barely scrape by in high school? I don't know how to do adult stuff. My whole future is riding on this. Aren't you at least a little excited? It's your dream school. No, I'm too worried to be excited. I'm not ready for this. And I'm worried that you aren't either. Hey, kiddo, it's going to be alright. No matter how far we are away from each other, you're always going to be my daughter. And we've been through a lot together. This is just the next challenge, and I'll always be a phone call away. I'm going to get through this. No, you're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. Okay. Yeah, I guess. This isn't... Are you mad at me? No, I'm not mad. But it seems like she's trying to put this delicately. I just feel like I didn't get a chance to be independent, you know? I love you, Dad, but I need space to be my own person. And I didn't really get to do that growing up. I'm glad we're so close, but you can't be my best friend all the time, and I can't be yours. Oh. Maybe me going away will be good for us both. Set up some boundaries. I don't know what to say. In the last playthrough, what she was upset about was like some friend drama that she had going on. So this is very different. Don't get me wrong, I love you, but I do wish things would have been different. I guess I have a lot to think about now, huh? I guess. Amanda hops up. My friend invited me out for ice cream, so I'm gonna head out. She kisses me on the top of the head. See you later, Pops. I love you. Wow, Amanda really dropped a bomb on me there. Okay, achievement unlocked, world's okayest dad. Ooh. Amanda really dropped a bomb on me there. It's hard to process all this. I thought I was being the best parent I could, but apparently there's still a lot to learn. I look up to see Robert smiling at me. I take a seat next to Robert as the last guests make their way out of the party. Hey. He really does not talk a lot. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. So, I had a chance to talk to Val. She physically threatened you. Yeah, that's my girl. She said you've been doing better. Trying to work on the vices. I also showered today. We sit in silence for a moment. You know, every day for me is a battle against my own self-destructive habits. But lately, it's gotten a little easier. Thanks for talking some sense into me. It's hard to get things through my thick skull sometimes, but what you said that night has actually helped. I'm glad. I like you, Asher. I like you a lot. Aww. I haven't felt this way about someone in a long time. I lean in and kiss him for a moment before he pulls away. Takes my hand in his. You're special to me, but I have some stuff I need to work on. Oh, emotionally, before I can get into anything romantic with you. You deserve better than who I am right now. I need to be on my own for a bit, figure some things out. Of course. I think what you need right now is a friend, and I'm very happy to be that for you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. And if you're ever ready for more than that, you know where to find me. Let's hunt ghosts sometime? I would love that. I put my head on his shoulder, and we watch the sun slowly dip below the horizon together. Dad's hit number 7. Don't smoke. Alright. That's the end of this playthrough. So in order to unlock the cult ending, I have to unlock every single dad on here first. So I'm playing through all of them. I didn't really think about they had voice actors for this. But, yeah, so like I was saying, I'm playing through all of them. I don't know which one I'm gonna do next. Like I was saying in the very beginning, I want to start streaming Sims, because like when this game wasn't starting, because at the beginning I just could not get the Sims to start at all. It was, oh god, I was working on it for so long, and I finally gave up on it, and I started making a thumbnail for me to stream Sims instead, because that was my backup plan. Because I knew the Sims worked, because I had been playing it right before I started the stream. But luckily, Sam came in, literally just clicked on it and it started working. But whatever. So I was just thinking, I probably would start doing that as well, or instead, I don't know. What I might do is play through all this on my own and then just stream whenever I finally get to the ending. I don't know. But actually, wait, is there more? No. Oh, so these are the different songs that are on here, like background songs. Daughter Brag Battle Theme. I like that. Anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Yeah, okay. So this is the end of the stream. And if you like it, please, subscribe. I'm going to be having a giveaway when this channel gets to 100 subscribers. I'm going to be giving away one of a print of one of my photos. If you don't know what kind of photography I do, you can go in the links below and click the link for my Instagram for Meg Joy, and you'll see what kind of work I do. I usually take photos of little miniature figures, like on food and stuff, but also on other things. And yeah. So if you want a print of one of those, or entered me to print, God, my words are just so bad tonight. But if you want to be entered to win one of my prints, then just hit that subscribe button. And then also follow me on Instagram on Meg Joy. So that's all I gotta do to be entered. So once it hits 100, I'll just go through all of them and pick one or two randomly. So see y'all later. Now I'm gonna awkwardly turn all this stuff off.